Welcome to IHE in the Kiss Room. I'm Rick.
I'm Laura.
And in the background, as always, we have GS and KS. Tech
Hello,
guy.
hello. Our fact checkers.
Fact checkers.
We're going to need them today.
In real time.
Are we?
Yeah, I have a feeling.
So there's a couple of things I got to tell you before we
See,
get into
why
anything.
you always say you don't have an agenda and then you set me up. All right, go
I'm
ahead.
not setting you up.
Yeah,
This
you
is
are.
just like informational things.
Are you going to tell me that the Rolling Stones released a new album?
No, this has nothing to do with music yet. I said before we get into things.
Oh.
The first thing is it's getting cold outside. So I got my Uggs back on.
Oh, boy.
Everybody see? Got my Uggs back on. It's getting cold down. The second thing is going through withdrawal because we haven't done a show in,
A while.
it's been over a month.
Has been a month.
Yeah, it's probably been like 5 weeks ish. Wait, let me fact check.
See? I love it.
Withdrawal.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw,
Do you want to hug it out?
Not really.
Aww.
You're the one that told me we're not friends.
Maybe later we'll hug it out.
Don't touch me.
Drink some more wine. I got to drink some more wine, then we'll hug it out.
Don't touch me.
Well, according to the shared calendar, it was August 26th.
Wow.
So,
It's been a while.
speaking of technology and sharing calendars, one thing we learned
Are we?
that, you know, we went on vacation where we flew and my daughter drove with my parents. And she set up an app on our phones where she can track us. And we can track her. I don't know how to use it. Apparently they do, though.
Okay.
And you can see how fast they're going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My
Ours does that.
Father is a speed demon.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm allowing her in the car with him anymore. Period.
I mean, was he on like highway?
What does that matter?
How
Well,
fast,
what was
how
the
fast are we
speed?
talking? Like,
Well, the
80?
speed limit
And-
on that highway in Florida is I think 75 or 70 or 75. I think 70.
Which means you should go about 65, 70 to me. Because this
65
is why I don't
or
drive highways.
70?
Oh, gross. But yeah,
No.
this is why I don't drive highways.
if the
No.
speed limit is 70, you should be doing 80.
Right.
And they're not allowed in the car with him either.
Yeah,
my
except
God.
it was faster than that.
I mean, once you
boy.
get over like 80, then,
The car starts to
Especially-
shake.
especially if you have kids in the
Not
car,
my
that
car, but
Yeah.
may not be the best.
But she said sharing calendar. It made me remember
Yeah.
that technology. You could see other people where they are, how fast they're going, what they're
I see.
doing.
Well, there you go.
I did 85
why-
the whole way down to the airport and back.
That's why I hate technology.
I don't go above 65, 70-ish.
I would hate you.
Oh yeah, people hate me on the
Doesn't
road.
make
I
any
get passed on double
sense.
lines. I need back roads where I could just
See,
you
you
take my
say
time.
that,
Well,
but
because... No. Hold on, though.
you say that you're a slow driver, but that's not true. I've been behind you like when we've left our regular job,
Yeah, because I'm in a hurry to get
and you're
home.
not that slow.
And I do that
but that's
route every
different.
day.
That's not highway. And she grew up in the Skook, and that's very different.
True story.
I don't know what any of that means.
Well, I do because I worked there.
Not many people really understand us. This is why I love GS. By the way.
That's the reason why you drive slow, or I don't
No,
understand. 'Cause
no.
You live there.
No, it's all back roads. You don't
I
ever have
see.
to really you own the road kind of. Farm roads. Oh, that's a lie. Tractors kind of own the road, or the Amish vehicles. They kind of do.
All right.
Now it's awkward.
Just literally a half of a second.
What was the other things you had to discuss?
It was just those two. I said two things. There was two. My Uggs. and,
That you're so proud of. Dork.
and the fact that I missed you.
Aww.
Do you want to hug it out now?
No, please don't touch
Right.
me. Why do your feet get warm? Like, don't your
Oh,
feet
they're-
get sweaty?
No. They're nice and toasty right now.
My feet would get sweaty. And
Right?
I've had my feet in them. They would get
They
sweaty.
would get sweaty.
I couldn't wear something like
And then
that.
they-
You
It's
put your
stinky.
gross feet in my Uggs? Her face.
Yes,
Your
when
face.
I first
I'm just
bought
kidding.
them for you, I tried them out. Because you're like, oh, they're all so cozy.
Are they not cozy?
They are, but
All right. Don't ever touch my Uggs again.
shut up.
Kind
They're
of
too big
like
for me anyway.
the real soft, fleecy
Yeah.
PJ pants. They seem like a good idea until
Right?
you're in the middle of the night and it's like 1,000 degrees. Because I don't. Never mind.
I see.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Don't wear them to bed.
Yeah, I mean, if they're too hot, why would you wear them to bed?
Well, they're soft, they're cozy.
Yeah, no, I wear shorts and a t-shirt to bed every night, no matter the temperature. I can't do it anymore. There was a time I used to wear a sweatshirt and sweatpants to bed.
Yes.
And
No, I can't.
socks.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't do socks. I'll start with socks on, but then they've got to come off.
She used to get undressed to get dressed to come to bed. Like, what
No,
the
I get
hell
that.
are you doing?
I do that.
Well, it was
Socks,
I put his
sweatshirt.
boxers on, his old boxers. I like to sleep
That's
in
weird.
those.
It was after I
It's not
gave
weird.
birth to Jesse
It's
that all
very weird.
changed.
Aw,
For the
it's
record,
not weird.
I sleep butt naked.
Yeah. You've told me
I
that
wish I
before.
could. She won't allow it though.
Yeah, because there would be no sleeping.
That's ridiculous. So what?
I value my sleep.
No clothing is the only way to go to bed.
I agree.
It's
No.
so comfortable.
There'd be no sleeping. It wouldn't go well.
Butt naked.
And right now you sleep in your daughter's bed.
Well, that's another problem.
No.
I can't do it there either.
We've had
she sleeps
that.
in my bed.
We've had that problem. When Jesse was
Yeah.
small, we would go in, read him a book, and it was
Mm-hmm.
always, "Oh, lay with me a few minutes," and then next thing you know, you're all both sleeping.
Yeah. Well, Willow has informed me her bedroom is for her toys, her clothing, and for her daddy to sleep. And she will sleep in my room forever. So I said, well, what happens if you want to have a sleepover or a friend over? Oh, well, they can sleep in my room and dad can sleep on the couch.
Nice.
Kids.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So we should probably talk about which we were talking about before the show started. There was a few people that passed away. Suzanne Somers, right?
was
That's her
sad.
name
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Three's Company. And the
Do
guy.
you not like her?
Yeah, yeah. So Three's Company was a great show.
It was.
One of my
I
favorites.
love
I know.
I got to see.
We
Yeah.
binge watch it.
Well, I got to see one of my favorite episodes of all time.
The
which
strip
is the
poker one.
Third episode in the first season with Don Knotts.
I like the
Yeah.
episode right before that one.
Yeah. Which one was that again?
Where he's trying to pimp out one of the neighbors to
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because they were gonna get kicked out
Yeah.
because they sold all of its stuff.
It's a great show.
Oh, that's a classic show.
And then the other person that passed away was, and I don't know what his name was. I think his real name is Bert something.
I think so,
Yeah.
He's the guy
Who were
that
we talking
played. He played Paulie in the Rocky movies. Rocky's brother-in-law.
Trainer. Oh, brother-in-law or
His
trainer?
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Oh, so sorry.
Polly.
Watch a
Pagino.
few Rocky movies before you open your mouth.
I haven't seen a whole lot of them.
I can't.
Seen
talk
them all.
to you.
I know
I've
you
seen
have,
them all,
honey.
and I've seen them
Yeah.
multiple
Seen them
times.
all
I'm just getting it
multiple.
confused.
I think we have a
multiple
clip
times.
of one of them in a previous episode.
I think I've seen
We do.
pieces.
Those are great movies.
This is one of my favorite movie score writers, Billy Conti.
Yeah.
He wrote the music for the first movie. I don't
Cool.
know if he did the other ones. He may have.
The only Rocky movie I didn't like was Rocky 5. That one was kind of dumb.
What one was that?
That's the one after 4.
No shit.
Rocky 5 was the one where he's no longer fighting. He trains a young kid, Tommy Gunn, who was an actual boxer. His name was Tommy. I forget his last name. He was a real boxer in real life.
Who actually got AIDS or
Yeah.
HIV, one of the two, I
Yeah.
forget.
And didn't know it while
Yep.
he... Or he, I don't know if he didn't know while he was boxing or didn't tell anybody while he was boxing.
Ooh, that's
And
not
then-
good.
No, especially
later
back
died.
then because they didn't have
Yeah.
the medication for it.
Eee.
Frick and I have a picture of us on the Rocky Steps.
Hey, yeah, Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Steps.
I used to live not too far from that when I lived in the Parktown Place down in Philadelphia by the Art Museum.
He used to get catcalled a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I did, yeah. Especially when I would walk
By
down the
men.
street with no shirt on.
Why is
Can you not
the-
hear me?
I can't. Why is the mic so far away?
She likes it far away, and that way she don't tap on it if it's further away. So I just turn it up a little bit.
That's a subtle hint that I'm not allowed to touch the microphone.
I mean, you're not, because it's
And
ridiculous when you do.
she doesn't need the deepness in her voice.
Yeah.
My hero.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
So what else you got?
That's it.
Really? No Rolling Stone new album? I thought for sure.
You said that earlier, but I'm not really the biggest Rolling Stones fan, so I wouldn't know that they put out a new album.
I didn't know they had an album.
Wait, did they or not?
I don't know. Can you fact check that?
So you brought it up and you don't know?
Well, I
Inquiring
overheard that it was happening, and then I thought, well, that's probably what you're going to want to talk about.
No.
Yeah.
It says Rolling Stones released Hackney Diamonds.
There you go.
Which
I think they're a
guess
little
that is
overrated.
it. Hackney Diamonds.
I mean, I've
think
always liked some of their
Kisses,
songs, but I don't own any Rolling Stones albums, so
I have a bunch, and I do like a lot of their stuff.
Yeah. I
Always
don't
certain.
I don't not like them. I just never really got into them like that. And I'm sorry, did you say that you thought Kiss was overrated? Wow.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I don't know how that's possible.
Where did you throw that in at?
She like mumbled it.
Yeah, I
I-
didn't hear
jab.
that either.
she mumbled it, and I heard it, and I kept going.
It's like a quick jab,
thought I'd
too.
come
I didn't
back
even hear
to it.
that.
I mean,
Just a little. I mean,
over 100 million albums sold. That's overrated.
I wasn't trying to
Yeah.
throw fists. I was just...
You know,
It's just an opinion.
all the nice things I said about you when we started. I got Sublime. I got Sublime on the TV for
No,
you.
you don't.
And
Yeah, you
you're
do.
talking
Oh my
shit.
God!
I've been looking at the drummer's ass
now I
crack for
feel
the
like
last
an
30 minutes.
asshole.
And you're talking shit about
His name is
Kiss.
Eric.
I'm sorry.
First of all, his name is Eric.
You should put a shirt on.
Messed up.
Sorry.
I
Just my
told you,
opinion.
little
Ooh,
sausage.
look at
Just
that.
my opinion.
Oh, you're no longer my hero.
Oh, you're right.
That was
See
real
how
quick.
quickly that changes?
Yeah, as soon as you make
One little thing.
Sublime on it.
as soon as you say something about Sublime, man, it goes downhill.
That's it.
It turns around, you mean? Bradley was, for a heroin addict, he was pretty thick.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe he was just a weekend addict.
Yeah, he kind of was toward the end. Yeah.
Hey,
Aw.
you're not going to sit and watch that.
No, but that means a lot that you put Sublime on. That was nice of you.
And you're
Thank
talking
you.
shit.
I'm sorry, I retracted.
Oh.
I told you it was a little
Retracted.
spicy. I'll
In the
I'll get
temple,
back.
too. That's pretty bad.
In the temple. In the temple.
I mean, you're in the Kiss room and you're talking shit about the greatest band.
You
in the
know,
world.
I apologize. I'm just a little moody about coming back to reality.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Well, see,
I
I'm
don't
not a
blame you.
huge fan, but they are responsible for the greatest band in reality coming to existence. So I have to give them their due.
Are we talking about Sublime?
No.
Oh.
I don't think he's talking about Sublime. I'm not sure he's talking about.
They toured with Kiss. In fact, Kiss gave them their start.
Really?
Who are we talking about? Van
Yes.
The
Halen?
band came out of Canada. Trio out of Canada.
Wait,
Probably one of the most
don't
famous
tell me.
trios out of Canada.
Oh, Rush.
Yes.
I'm not a
Awkward
huge Rush fan
silence.
either, but don't hate them. I just never really got into them.
I like a
So-
couple of their songs.
Yeah, they have some good
Yeah.
songs. I
Tom
don't-
Sawyer. I mean, obviously everybody loves Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I didn't really appreciate them until I took him to see him in concert. And they were pretty good. Now I feel like an asshole. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Why? I was just.
I
was
didn't
just
mean to
messing
throw
with
the
you.
Kiss
just
comment out
busting
there.
your
Oh my
I just,
God.
you know.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. So did you ever go see Mini Kiss? I thought you were talking about going to see
Mini
them.
Kiss? I've
That
never seen Mini Kiss in my life.
Yeah, we
Mini Kiss I have not seen. We did go and see a
Tribute.
band Kiss, which is called
Was-
Mr. Speed.
Did we get a
Awesome.
chance to talk
And-
about that?
We did not.
I actually don't think we did, and I'll have
That
to
was so
send
much
the
fun.
tech guy some pictures. The show was awesome.
Pictures complimentary of me, but okay, go ahead.
Photographer.
GS GS got 2 guitar picks from the guy that plays Gene Simmons and the guy that plays
Nice.
Ace Frehley.
And I got a picture of me with Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
You
And
can see the air
I
quotes. I'll put
posted
them up
it
for
on
her.
Facebook, and everybody literally thought that it
It
was
was him.
really
Yeah.
Gene Simmons.
Did you
What's
play into
weird
it?
is-
I would have totally
Oh,
played
I
into
didn't
it.
let anybody know that it
Yeah,
was
she
not.
didn't say anything. What's
Probably
really
done the
weird
same
is that,
thing.
like, when you're in the room where they were playing and it's kind of dark, like, it really, like, when you, especially where we were off to the side a little bit at the bar.
Mhm.
And it honestly, it's just like you're watching Kiss. After the show, when we left, we got to meet them all and get pictures taken with them. And when they come, it was like in the hallway out in the when you first walk in.
The foyer.
So there's a lot of light, and these dudes look nothing like any of the guys in Kiss.
What venue did you guys go to?
It was the
Steel Stacks.
Steel Stacks.
Oh.
And the guy who plays Paul Stanley, he has perfected Paul's lisp
Oh yeah,
to perfection.
sounds just like him when he's
My goodness.
playing. But they were really good. So we got pictures. We got 2 guitar picks.
Yeah, definitely throw the tech guy pictures.
I got
add them
a
in.
signed drum head from them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was
It's back there.
15
other way.
pounds heavier in those pictures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, let's talk about that because you
No.
guys really worked your asses off, literally.
Do I look better?
I
course
guess.
I don't know if
You
people
kidding
can
me?
tell when this comes live, but I've lost 21 pounds now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I did purposely try to bait him with his favorite candy. throughout.
She did. She did. She brought in white chocolate Hershey's Ghost.
So I didn't
Tried
purposely.
to bait me with them.
They were a thank you for something.
They're still sitting on my desk. However, yesterday I opened them and handed them out to people because
Aw.
there was an argument of that nobody likes white chocolate.
Oh, because
Oh.
it's gross.
It's
So,
delicious.
Is there one on my
Kidding me? It's
desk?
the
There
best.
better be one on my desk.
no, this was just people that were in the office. So I think there was probably 10 people. 4 out of the 10 ate the chocolate.
I'm not buying you anything anymore.
Why? I still have it. It's
Give
like
them to other people. Don't
the
even put one
bag
on
is
my
still
desk.
half full,
Or is it half?
and I can't eat it.
It's half full.
Can't eat
Stop
it
it.
right now. It's half full, and I can't eat them right now. So
Yeah.
21 pounds down.
So when do you get to go back to eating the things you like?
You did today. You had a cheat meal today.
I did have some fried clam strips and French fries today. So
I have not. I've
We'll
not
see.
had a cheat meal yet. In
we'll see.
was it 3 months?
So what is the
Yeah, 3 months.
the plan? Do you have a specific diet thing that you're
Well,
doing?
I do. I hired a fitness coach,
Nice.
and so she plans all of my meals
Oh, I need that in my life.
and my
Does she cook them?
exercise plan.
Why would you need that in your life?
Because I don't like to even think about what I have
So
to make for dinner.
she counts
if I have
all
to
of
cook.
my macros and everything.
She doesn't
like
come
my
into your house
fats,
and make it.
proteins, everything. She counts everything for me, and then she gives me a meal plan. And I don't have to stick specifically to the meal plan. Once I learn it,
Right.
I know what I can and cannot have. And then she gives me an exercise plan as
See,
well.
my thing is mentally, where if you tell me I can't have it, that's all
Oh my
I will
God.
fixate on.
Oh.
You gotta-
And then I
I-
need it.
Listen,
So-
I'm so committed to this that it's so easy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So what I did was, 1, I stopped eating so much at one time, and 2, if you sit and tell yourself as you're right before you're about to eat something, if in the back of your mind you say, I probably shouldn't be eating this, well, then you shouldn't.
Oh, that's interesting. You never actually shared that with me.
Yeah, that's what I do. I did cut out something, so I'm currently not keto, but lower carb.
Yeah, very low carb.
trying
Yeah.
to-
Well, I'm very proud of you both. That sounds very
Oh,
difficult.
thank you.
21 pounds.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody who it is that you're using as a...
Yes, her name is Gabby Tuft.
There
She
you go.
can be found on TikTok,
There you go.
and she's amazing.
Nice.
Plug in people for free.
I absolutely
You'll
love
have to
her.
have
You
Tech
can
Guy
find her
flash her
at
TikTok.
Gabby Tuft.
All right. You tell her that...
TUFT?
Yes.
You tell her that if she gets any business, we want money.
No,
Stop it.
stop it.
For the advertisements. Advertisement.
amazing.
If that's the case, truly, I'm waiting on a case.
We want free. We want free Truly.
Preferably not the
Honestly,
black
to
cans.
Well-
She and her team are amazing, and her plan has made it so easy for me to follow.
Wait, there's a whole team of these people?
Yeah.
Good
Lord.
Lord.
Team working for you.
Yeah.
I need a
Teamwork
team working
makes
for
the
me.
dream.
I'm assigned.
I
All
didn't
of my
know.
personalities
So
are your
Gabby-
team.
Gabby is like the person who oversees my entire plan, and then I have a specific person who I check in weekly with. I do a weekly check-in.
Like a follow-up to make
Yeah.
sure, yeah, force
I
the
do a
accountability.
weekly
That's cool.
weigh-in, everything.
All
And
right, well, there you have it. She's got a
she's amazing.
team of people working on her. That's
Mhm.
nice. That's how you got to do it.
You got to pay for it.
Takes a
but
lot of strong
I
willpower.
don't regret paying for it.
No.
I mean, it's amazing.
Especially if it's working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not been hard at all, surprisingly.
They say diets are usually really hard to start out with. Like,
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that people want to do like these crazy ass diets, and like I will tell you, like the true keto diet is almost impossible. You're only allowed.
yeah.
Oh no, it
Well,
works.
remember when
Like,
Atkins
you lose a
came
shitload
out?
of weight. Well, Atkins is kind of the same thing, but
It is the same.
you're only like, I think it's only like 14 carbs you're allowed.
That cannot be healthy. 14 carbs a day?
No.
That cannot be healthy.
Blue Dog was on the team.
I
That's
saw
what keto is. That you
Yeah,
have to get
I
down to
just can't-
14
I can't
carbs a
imagine
day.
that's healthy. At least to sustain for a long period of time.
So
a lot.
Gabby, she makes your plan according to what your needs are and what your medical issues are.
Right.
So I'm on a 30-40-30 plan. So 30% 30% carbs, 40% protein, 30%. What am I missing? It's a 30-40-30, which is your typical weight loss plan. But she breaks it all down for you and gives you these meals that you can follow, and you can.
And it's easy. Yeah.
So easy.
There you go.
But if you want keto, she'll give you a keto plan, if that's what you need. Because she
Alright,
does
so
keto
anybody
herself.
watching this, if you watch earlier episodes, it's not the camera that added all that weight. I wasn't a fat ass. It wasn't the camera adding 10 pounds or 20 pounds. I was fat.
Well, I'm about to go into hibernation mode, so that's all I do is eat in the winter as it gets colder.
But
And I bake a lot more because I want to use the
difference-
oven to keep it warmer.
But the
Oh,
difference
really?
is you don't gain any weight.
No, I do.
That's because
Nah,
she's
I
stressed.
don't-
And then I get
disagree with
stressed,
the-
and then I
the-
get depressed, and I drop the weight. It's a cycle.
I disagree with your
And if she
assessment.
spends a lot of time with certain people, she doesn't eat. So
That's it.
Thanks for bringing that up.
I see.
sorry.
By the way,
By the
talking
way,
about eating, Jesse's girlfriend was here,
Yes.
and she made homemade pumpkin pies. We went to the apple
That
orchard.
sounds good.
She
they're
made
not
homemade-
pumpkin pies, they're apple pies.
Apple pies. So sorry, apple
That sounds
pies.
good too.
So
Are they upstairs?
yeah,
Yes, they are.
we will
Do we have ice
gladly
cream?
give-
Let's make them
She
all
made
emote.
a regular apple pie, and she made a gluten-free pie.
Oh,
So good.
she's
so
trying to
please
win
take some
mommy
home with you.
points.
Honestly, it was.
So wait, does she
really
make her
good.
crust from scratch?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
The
she's
whole
a
thing is
keeper.
Right.
The whole thing is made from scratch, and quite honestly, it was really
She
good.
even did the decorative
It was so
cutouts and everything on the top.
Yeah, it was good.
It was pretty
The
special.
only
She's a
thing that we
keeper.
were missing was we didn't have vanilla ice cream to
For
go
all
with
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
But
Should have told me I would pick some up.
the day that she made it, we had some, and when they cut it up, it was still like hot from the
Yeah.
oven. So good.
So
It's good.
good.
She's pretty
All right, so
Nice.
we're gonna need to take a quick break because
You gotta pee. I can tell
I
by your
actually
leg
don't have to
bouncing.
pee, but
Well, why is your leg bouncing?
this is empty. Is it?
Oh,
Oh,
the
it's
leg
just
is such a.
That's
Always
a,
bouncing.
that's a
Always
nervous
happens.
tick from our other job.
When we're sitting at,
We'll
if
be-
we're
we'll be
sitting
right
next
back.
to each other at a restaurant and his leg
Okay,
is
we're still
going, I
going.
put my hand on his leg. I'm like, stop.
Okay,
Mine goes
now
if I'm
we'll be back.
pissed at somebody or if I'm anxious. But if I'm really pissed, it's like 1,000 miles an hour.
All right. And we're back. I really honestly.
So the Renaissance Fair.
There
Did
we
you go recently?
We did.
went
So
on
Jesse's
It's-
girlfriend
That's
flew
Sunday.
in.
Is this why our boss said you were a pirate for a day?
Uh-oh.
He may have. at the Renaissance, the
Do we have any
Pennsylvania
photos?
No.
Renaissance.
Oh,
Fair.
come on.
We don't actually.
I've got some photos of the goofy people that walk around the fair.
Yeah.
I would be one of those
Yeah, that
goofy
would be
people, so
fun
you better
to-
watch it.
So,
sir. I would love to go to
I've
pair elf
never
ears.
been to anything like this before. So
I have not.
as
either.
we're driving in, I'm looking around and I'm seeing all these people and they're all dressed up and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well,
all I
knew
could
what
think
was
about-
getting
The
into.
fun of it.
All I could think about was
Men in tights.
the movie Role Models. Have you ever seen the movie Role Models? So
I have.
much
Yes, you
that
have.
I watched it. I think that night that we got home, it's on Netflix right now.
Oh, that's funny. I knew to a point what we
God.
were getting into. He had no clue.
no
And I
idea.
specifically did not tell him because had I told him, he would not have
Have
gone.
gone. Yeah.
I mean, there were
you know, you miss
guys
out on
walking
a lot.
around in tights, in
Yeah.
dresses.
And they act the part. and
Yes.
Some of them dress as
And they
dragons.
have the accents.
You go,
and
you
the
get
talk.
sloshy drunk. Some
No.
of the
Actually-
females are walking around in some maiden outfits. Some of them are fae.
I mean, there weren't like slushy
I may be
drunks,
dressed up
actually,
as a fae.
but everybody was pretty pretty calm.
Do they
Yeah.
play Jethro Tull music at these
No,
things?
I mean, yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
They don't, but they probably should.
I
would
guess
dig
he's
that.
gonna put Jethro Tull in with his like a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, I would dig that actually. That would be cool. Like a progressive Renaissance.
So it was the PA Ren Fair that we went to in Mannheim, Pennsylvania. And it was an hour and a half drive there. And we get there and we literally waited in traffic for
yeah.
40 minutes until
Ooh.
we got inside.
Yeah.
It
Traffic
was
getting into this place
insane.
was insane.
What was the food like?
Oh my
They had
god.
good
There was
stuff?
not a vegetable or a fruit to be
No.
found.
That was the other problem. There
On
was-
They
my
called you
diet,
meat
I'm like,
sticks?
what the hell?
Did they
That's
have the
the
big meat
other-
sticks?
oh
They
yeah.
had
Yeah.
the turkey legs.
Yeah.
So that is actually
Oh, that's gotta be good.
well.
They
here's
can't eat
the-
it
I
right
had chicken
now.
on a stick.
Here's the
chicken
problem.
tenderloins on a stick. That's what
I
ate.
do like turkey,
That's good.
but the size of these turkey
They're
legs
huge.
that people are walking, and they're
They're
literally
massive.
they have a piece of aluminum foil
I
around
know.
like the bone part,
They look
and
like-
these people are walking around gnawing on these things
Gnaw-
like
literally
animals.
Like
gnawing
animals.
on them.
So
It looks
I'm
like Dee
laughing
Snider
so hard
on the cover.
because
That's exactly what
they
I.
have them at Music Fest too. And the first
Yes.
time I ever took my
So
sister, she was blown away by these
I
turkey
remember
legs,
that.
and she looked like like a ravenous animal just tearing into the shit.
I can tell you this. We even saw. I mean, I guess there were some people that didn't. They bought them and didn't like it because, like,
Yeah.
a couple of them were thrown away, and there was like a few bites taken out of it.
Mm.
My wife and I had this chicken on a stick, which was
It was
okay,
chicken
but
tenderloins
it was kind of
grilled
dried
on a
out.
stick. They were okay.
They were all right. What's really cool about where they have the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair is that on the outside of the like gated in area,
There's a record store.
No,
if there was a
it's even
record.
better than that.
If there was a record store, that's what I would have done all day. No, they have there's a winery there.
Oh,
There's
and a
a pub, and then
Nice.
there's also a brewery there.
A distillery.
So that was nice
So had good
because,
booze.
like, an hour after we were there,
No, a couple hours.
let's go drink. No, it wasn't. We literally got there. We walked around and
I
said, "All right,
disagree
we're
with
out.
you, but
We're going,
okay.
let's go find it. Let's go get a drink." So that was all right.
We tried drinks inside, and we were like, ugh,
Yeah, the drinks inside were weird. There was some kind of hot wine thing.
mulled cider
that
Was it
tasted
or
like
mulled
ass.
wine.
Oh, I thought-
Mulled wine. Oh God, I couldn't even. I took one sip, and I was like, oh no.
It was pretty nasty.
And it was a shame because it was like $11.
Yeah.
So stupid expensive.
I drank butterbeer last week. Do you know what that is?
No, what the hell is
I
that?
have no clue.
So you're going to think differently after we have this conversation because I'm a big nerd. And I think I've hid this from you for a while.
Okay. That you're a nerd?
So I'm a big fan of the Harry Potter books that came out,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So when we went to Universal Studios, we went to the Harry Potter world, and that's one of the drinks that Hog
Which is
made.
Warlock.
Oh, yeah?
Butterbeer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get it frozen, regular,
there
or
you go.
heated. I may
Alright.
have tried all three.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Was
really
it good?
sick. It was very sweet.
And it's called butter beer?
Yes.
Is it alcohol?
No. It
boring.
should be though. I
Horseshit.
bet you any money there is a recipe.
There
out
was
there.
a butter beer. No, there was something. What was it there?
That
You
should
like
be
how
another
when she
noise
can't
thing.
think
You
it-
need a soundboard. I'm very sorry, but you do need your own
You like how when
soundboard.
she can't figure out what something is, she goes, I don't know what you're
swear-
talking
What
about.
was it earlier? The
Oh,
way
no.
that-
That was when we went to Jim
Something like
Thorpe. We went to
God,
Jim
she
Thorpe,
kills
and it
me.
was butter. It was a coffee drink.
I still
It was
have
Harry
no clue
Potter.
Oh,
what
it was
she's
that.
talking
Okay,
about.
so that place used to be called Strange Brew before it was
Yeah.
turned into
Yeah.
a Harry
was-
Potter place,
so, yeah,
and they
that's-
used to have
Oh, I do know. what
all
she's
these
talking
musicians.
Oh, it's called
painted
Butter-
on the wall. Do you
Butter
remember that?
Brew. That's what it's called.
Yes. We love
That's
Jim
how I-
Thorpe. We love Broadway's breakfast.
We were just there not that long ago.
Well, we took Snow and Jesse.
Aw, to see the leaves change. Do you guys do the train ride?
No,
No.
that's just stupid expensive. $37 for an hour and 10 minutes per person.
Really?
No.
Is
Yeah,
that they jacked up
that's-
the price?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
$37. $36.95.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah.
No.
We do like going to Jim Thorpe. There is a record store there. Unfortunately,
No.
the record store there is not what it used to be.
No, it's not.
And it's owned by the same people, which is kind of weird.
Hmm.
They have almost no used vinyl there. Like everything is brand new.
Hmm.
So it's not. Actually, this time I didn't even buy anything. I walked out with.
Yeah,
nothing.
you're right. I was surprised.
We were
Normally
there
I can find
last-
something there, but this time I didn't.
The last time we were there, Johanna tried to talk us into picking out a Motley Crue album. Remember? We said
There you
you
go.
go in there and pick anything you want. She picked this Motley Crue album.
Aw.
Which
We
one
didn't
was
get
it?
it.
What?
I don't know, but I have a picture of it. I
do you
only
mean
remember
you
because it
didn't
came up
get
in my
it?
Facebook memories.
I think she thought it was like a chick band.
Yeah.
Oh.
A band of all girls.
I need to know which album it is. I probably have multiple
I-
copies.
hold
I'll
on.
give it
I
to
Oh,
you.
know
Girls,
that it was
girls,
purple.
girls.
There was purple on it.
Purple.
Oh,
No.
that's Theater of Pain. Purple. That was the purple.
Oh.
Theater of Pain definitely had the purple in it.
Mass on the front of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Theater
it's
of Pain. I have a few copies. I'll
Mystery
give her
Soul.
one.
No, oh, great.
Theater of
Pull
Pain's
it right
okay.
now. It's right down there.
Theater of Pain's a pretty good album. But
Actually, Tommy
It's
Lee, I was
got a
just
lot of-
listening to him on the Bill Maher podcast.
What do you have to say?
Well, when he started talking about shooting alcohol in his veins, I kind of had to
God.
turn
Oh,
it
God. Psycho. Why is
because
he
it was
such
just
a
a
nut?
little too much for me.
it's a
Yo, so
they,
it-
they did
how
some
about-
crazy things.
That's actually a
Sick
thing.
bastard.
Yeah.
How
for them
about
it was-
somebody
Oh,
posted
gosh.
online, if you would have told me in the past that Roseanne Barr would look better than Pamela Anderson they wouldn't believe it. And then they posted two pictures next to each other. Pam Anderson looks bad.
She does.
She looks
She
really
does.
bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She
I'm
has
sorry,
a
Pam. You
new
do.
documentary out. I didn't think she looked horrible. I mean, she doesn't look like she did in the 80s, but
Let me
I didn't think she
find
looked
this
that bad.
picture.
No,
Really?
no,
With the
no.
phone?
I thought you missed me.
So your daughter wants Motley Crue. I'm gonna give her some Motley Crue albums to listen to. Since you won't listen to them, at least somebody in your family will.
I don't know if that's really her thing, though, Motley Crue.
It might be.
She'll love it.
Who knows? She's all of a sudden on a Alice in Chains kick, and I only know this because
Oh.
she
There you go.
hijacks my
Alright.
Amazon Music stuff.
That's interesting.
Awesome
I think it's
listens to
because
it.
of a boy.
Yeah, she listens to what other people listen to sometimes. But that's typical for that age group.
Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I gave her the Mad Season tip. So for those of you who don't know, and I think we've talked about it before, Lane Staley
Yeah.
was in another band called Mad Season. I believe it was homework for you. Did you listen?
Yeah, well, you can't. Well, here's the thing. That album I can't find it. Like I tried to buy it, but you can't find it anywhere.
I have.
But I was
I'll
able
burn
to
it for you.
find-
Do people still burn CDs? I can burn you a CD.
Have a CD player. But I did listen to it on YouTube. It
Yeah.
was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
So when I first got that album, I got it right before going to basketball camp, and my poor roommate, I tortured her and woke her up with the same song every morning.
Oh, no.
And it was that
God,
song
you're one
above.
of those people
Yeah, I am.
plays the same song over and over again.
Kevin, am I one of those people?
Oh,
I mean,
she used to be horrible about it. Not so much anymore, but she is one of those people where they can't listen to the full song.
Oh,
Ah.
I do know that about her because
Oh, that's so
I'm
annoying.
not allowed to control the
When-
music in either of their
Oh,
cars anymore.
But she's gotten a lot better from when I first met her. She
I love her.
Really? Because my God. The last time, I didn't even know where we were, but the last time...
Overland Park.
Maybe it was in Overland Park. And actually, I think it was. We were driving around, and like the radio keeps changing. Then you connect to your phone, too, and it's like every 5 seconds. I'm like, would you leave one song on, please?
I kept,
like, what the hell?
wait. I kept making him listen to Across 110th Street because we kept trying to find our way, and that's the street we had to cross.
That's about pimps and hoes in the ghetto.
And then I'd sing it. I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't dispute that. However, the fact that like changing the song constantly,
okay.
and every time I said something, she'd say, "Well, I'm bored with that song."
But that's just
It's
like
only
a
been on
guy
for 10
sitting
seconds.
in front of a
just
TV
gonna
with the
say,
remote.
it's
click,
hereditary.
click,
My dad.
click, click. Oh, just
you
freaking
ever-
pick something already.
If you ever go to sit there and watch TV with her
can't.
father, he cannot stay on one channel for more than 2 minutes.
All right. Well, so what she's talking about is different. You're talking about. They're
It's
talking
It's not
about.
different.
No, it's not
it's the
different.
same concept.
They're talking about channel surfing. What I do is I can't find something like if I'm on Netflix.
You
And
try
there's-
to rationalize, but you're not
And
going to
there's
win.
a lot of clicking. The remote makes noise when you click, and she doesn't like that.
Is that satisfying?
I'm just
ASMR.
trying to find
You're
something
dork.
to watch, and I guess actually maybe that is like the new version
Oh,
of
is it?
channel
Oh.
surfing.
Yep.
Because we don't have channels anymore that we
No.
can surf, so I guess that's the new version. Clicking around Netflix or Amazon Prime, trying to figure out what the hell you
How
want.
many times have I said to you, can you just pick something already?
Because I mean, there's a lot on there, and
No
I
kidding.
don't know what I want
because
to
you have
watch.
too many options.
That's what channel surfing is.
Too many options.
Too many options. I don't know what to tell you.
I
You
had
right
to
there? You
Still
let it
stifle
fly.
We're a society of privilege
Too
and
much.
being
Immediate
spoiled.
gratification.
Yep.
Maybe.
We're all spoiled.
Absolutely. Ask Willow when her troll song doesn't come on right away.
Oh yeah, or if Amazon isn't plugged in and she can't just shout.
Oh
to
my
turn on the
goodness.
music.
So at the hotel room, we had to turn the regular TV on, which she doesn't get a whole lot of TV time. But
No, we
she,
actually had cable TV to watch.
yes. So she kept saying at a commercial, she kept saying, "Can we skip this ad? How do we skip this ad?" Or when
How
she
do
had
we
to do
skip
something,
this
she was like, "Can we pause this? Let's just pause this."
I want to watch SpongeBob. I'll see if
yeah.
it's on. She doesn't get that.
They did, yeah. They're. She will never understand the having
The
to
the
leverage
concept
commercial
of-
breaks for bathroom breaks or fighting over the remote to watch something that's only on, once in the week.
The concept of
90210,
regular
looking at you,
TV
John.
is gone. It's
What?
no longer. Nobody knows what it is.
What?
The concept of regular TV.
Nope.
Yeah.
Now you can pause live TV and rewind it and do all kinds of crazy shit.
We were talking about older shows earlier, like Three's Company, right?
Were we?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
were.
because Suzanne Somers had
Yeah.
just
Do,
passed
do, do,
away.
do, do.
So,
Dun, dun,
and I
dun.
think I might have
What a
had this
drum line.
conversation with you, but I don't recall. How do you feel about Cheers?
Ooh,
Um,
love that show.
when Cheers was on,
It's a yes or no
not
answer.
really
Do you
sure.
like it or not?
Well,
Exactly.
no,
You're
but that's
right.
not true because when Cheers was first on, and I think that was when I was a teenager. My mom really liked Cheers,
Because
and
it
I
was
just
awesome.
never really got it. However, I did recently find it somewhere.
Hulu.
We don't have Hulu. I forget what else it was on. It was on something else. It may have
Oh, I don't
been.
know.
It may have been
Amazon
HBO
Prime.
Max. And I actually started watching some of it, and
It's hilarious.
it is really funny.
Right?
So as an adult, it's hilarious. When you're a kid, nah.
I don't know what you're talking
didn't
about.
get it.
Because
You
when
know.
I was a teenager, I used to watch it to fall asleep.
Oh,
and
really?
I thought it was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do
never
you
got
know
into it. back
that
then.
when they first started filming that show, the beer that was poured was actually beer,
Really?
Huh.
and over time, the characters got so inebriated that they had to change it to something
Yeah?
fake.
I did not know
So
that.
let me ask you, GS. Do you like the Cheers with Diane or with Kirstie Alley?
Rebecca.
Oh, I don't
Rebecca.
know. See, I'd have to go back and watch and then let you know.
I used to say I loved Diane and the dynamic between Sam and Diane. However, the older me loved the dynamic between Kirstie and Sam.
Exactly. I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think it was an age thing, though, for you and I.
Elaborate.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like as an age thing, like, the Kirstie thing made more sense.
Right. I could see that.
She was better looking.
Watch it.
Oh, of course.
I loved Diane.
I mean, she was very attractive too. It's just that Kirstie Apple. What was her name again?
I do like Christina
Alley.
Applegate. I think she's wonderful, but Kirstie Alley, I never
Kirstie
found
Alley,
her
yeah.
really attractive.
I thought she was back in the day. I mean, she's dead now, so God rest her
Way
soul.
to take it
she?
to a dark place. Yeah, she died.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah. All right.
Way
I
to
didn't
take
know
it
that.
to a dark place there, Cass. This is
Yeah,
why
I
you
feel
get
like my
banned
more
from
favorite
groups.
shows were with her.
Yes, I do.
I also like Welcome Back, Cotter, but that's like super,
Oh
super
my
old.
gosh,
Um,
it is
That is
so
such an obscure
old.
show. Too.
I love
never
it
watched
so
that before I
much.
met you.
That is really obscure, and I
Yeah.
don't remember it ever being on TV when I was a kid. But
I don't think
I
it
mean, I
was
have
on-
seen episodes of it, and and anytime it was on, I thought it was funny. But
Hey, Mr. Cotter.
I've never actually, I've never seen any as an adult. I've never seen it.
There is
But it was pretty funny.
there was a kid that got the lead in Newsies at Civic Theater, and when he performed, he reminded me of a young John Travolta, just the way he looks and the way he did his New York accent. It was-
Yeah.
So naturally, I binged watched Welcome Back, Cotter.
What is the show? Now you're all bringing me back in time.
I
What
guess
is
we're
the
talking about shows on this
show
episode.
I can hear the theme song in my head, and I can't
Sing it for us.
I
I'll tell you.
can't.
What
I
it is.
can't.
Throw it out there.
As soon as I say it, you're gonna do it.
There we go.
The old man and the son living together.
All right, listen.
Sanford and
The
Son?
same.
Yes!
I was just gonna say that.
What was that?
Sanford and Son used to be my ringtone on my phone because that was
Back in the
really
day
good
when
show.
everybody took the time to set ringtones, now we just put our shit on
Come
silent
on,
and hope that
please
nobody calls.
reenact it.
It's Sanford and Son. I don't know what you're looking for. Me to sing? I'm not singing the damn thing.
Yeah, come
I don't
on.
remember the song though off the top of my head.
No, I'm not
It
singing.
was. I think
I don't
it
know
was
it.
kind of funky, but I don't remember it.
I don't know what she's doing. She's way off.
I think she needs medical attention.
She's trying
No,
to.
she's got that soul in her.
It is. It's
She's trying
I feel it. I like it. She's matching like Bradley's like from Sublime, the grunt.
Know.
Oh,
But Sanford and Son, that was a funny show.
yeah.
What are some other?
I mean, some of these are really.
shows?
I mean, Sanford and Son, and even Welcome Back, Carter. Those are. I mean, I'm
70s.
the oldest one in this room. That's way before. That's before my time.
That's when I was a little toddler.
Well, I
Or
just
maybe
before
I
that.
don't know.
When
None of
we
that
were
shit would
born,
fly
right?
nowadays. Are you kidding me? When we watch some of the episodes, my mouth just drops. Like, how did that get away on TV?
Some of the things, and what's that other one with?
Oh, we watch Family Ties too, don't we? We do like
Family Ties was a good show.
So-
Michael J. Fox.
the mother from Family Ties. Was she a singer? Because she's always singing, and then she covered the one Beatles song in there. And I mean,
Oh, I don't
she has a hell of a voice.
Yeah, she's got like a folk voice, like they were folk singers.
Yeah. Well,
What's
what we
the
call it?
show with the bunkers? Archie Bunker.
Oh,
The hell's the name of
All
that show? All in the Family.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that was
that
risque.
show, yeah.
look at
if
Bradley
you,
over my shoulder.
If you watch that show now, like it's really
Bad. Well, not bad, but
there's a lot of
That's it.
Yeah.
racial.
I got
things.
it now.
Oh my god.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. That's Sanford and Son.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad you figured it out because it was obviously killing you. I could see it in your face. Oh my god. Oh god. It's ridiculous. Did you just put drink in your mouth while you were laughing? So you're literally
I thought I
trying.
was done laughing,
So you're
but then
trying
she
to
started
make
doing it
yourself
again.
choke to death.
Tell me again why we shouldn't get a sound bar or board of Gina
Oh my
or
God.
GS.
It's too much. He's taking it too far. So yeah, the All in the Family show, that was very. If you watch that today, it's very. There's a lot of racial things in it. It's very borderline. If that was on TV today, there'd be
Canned.
It wouldn't be on TV today.
I follow Meathead on
Okay,
Twitter,
yes.
and he's very political.
I don't know who Meathead is, but I didn't watch that show.
That's the,
So this is the time where
That's
I'm
a
going to look at the
Meathead.
camera and say, if you think of any other old shows for us to watch, add it in the comments.
I can give you all kinds of shows. When I was a kid, the big things were.
Alf!
Yeah.
Oh my
Big
goodness,
things were
Alf
Alf.
was awesome.
When I was a kid, the big thing was like my family would all, whatever night it was on, my mom would make like popcorn or this amazing cheese fondue. And
Yum,
we,
yum,
we
yum.
would sit and we would watch Alf when it was on.
Keep
Maybe.
the cats away.
We used to watch Married with Children and The Simpsons as a family, with my mom sitting there the
that's
whole
funny.
time going,
Very wholesome.
"This isn't appropriate for the kids. This isn't appropriate for the kids."
Well, The Simpsons, I could see how that's probably not appropriate.
I came
Kids,
out
but-
okay.
I mean,
Did
did
you?
She's on a roll. She needs a drum set.
I don't know what the hell's got into GS today. But, I mean, do you want to take over the show?
I love it.
Go to town. We'll just sit and listen.
I like it.
We can
You and
just
I
sit.
said it at the same time. Stop it.
We can just sit. Her and I'll just sit and listen to you. And you can just keep going. You
I'm
see,
watching
you know what
Bradley.
the problem is that, like I said earlier, I'm turning this off.
No,
Will
I'm
you
sorry.
please?
Yeah, you can't be watching the TV.
Stop watching. I told you
That's
not to
very
be watching the
professional.
TV.
Is this live in California?
I
What?
don't know. It's the only one I could find.
Do you see Lou Dog on the screen?
I don't know anything about this band.
I can teach you.
No, not right now. My wife, I believe, is acting this way because she's also gone through withdrawal because we haven't done the show.
Miss me too.
That's why she's acting the way she is. She is all cranked up, man. Fired up
sorry.
about the show.
I'm
Do
so
not
sorry.
apologize. It is fine.
She is fired up about this show.
I love it.
I do too. It's great. I mean, she keeps cutting me off, but that's good. Just take over. It's our
He
show, but
loves
don't
that.
worry about
He
it.
loves that.
Don't worry about it.
He loves
All right, I'm going to be quiet the rest
No,
of
please
No.
don't. Ah, then you're going to give him what he wants. Don't do that.
I am not asking you to be quiet, honey. Not in any way.
So what else you got for criteria topics?
I have nothing. You had a book. What happened
I
to the
know,
book?
but I'm not feeling the things that my notes.
I mean, we've barely talked about any musical things. I was trying to think about new albums I recently bought, but
We're going to a Tool
I
concert.
can't think of any.
in
happened
like a
with
week
the-
or two.
You're going to a what?
A Tool concert. You don't like that band though, so we don't talk about them. They're not.
I mean, they're
Motley
not
Crue.
corn, so I guess that's good.
Oh my god! You realize Motley Crue has come up in every episode at least once.
Well, this time
Oh.
you brought Motley Crue up. I didn't
Oh,
bring
I
them
will
up.
always bring them up.
I-
Just because I'm trying to make a point.
I'm going to bring it up for you.
What?
Vince Neil had a sex tape. You should try and find it and watch it. Because
Who
it
would
seems
wanna
like
see
we're
that?
heading. It seems like that's where you're heading.
No,
it
it's not where
comes
I
up
was going
every
at all.
show.
I was actually going to ask you if your friend who gives you commentary on our videos, if he watched the most recent one, and if he's recently given you feedback about how wrong you are about holding the guitar high up. Because I've done a lot of research.
You know, I got to be honest. I don't know if he's watched the newest episode.
Jimmy?
He hasn't said anything.
Tell him how wrong he is.
What was I wrong about? I didn't say anything about why people hold the guitar. Did I? Did I say that?
Rewind back to the episode. Yes, absolutely.
What did I say?
Tech Guy, you heard it about 1,000 times. What was the verbiage?
You were talking about the guy from Rage Against the Machine and how
Tom Morello.
Tom Morello, yes.
And you were making fun of him for how...
All I said was that it looked goofy. I didn't say he was a bad guitar player.
Can we fact
It
check
looks
that?
ridiculous.
What?
It looks ridiculous.
It's not always about the look, though.
True story.
Right.
It's about
It's
the
about the
Well,
sound.
sound, yep.
Okay, and I do remember this, and I did say, and I'm going to check this, I did say, I don't think that he's a bad guitar player. I just think it looks weird or ridiculous that
What
he holds his guitar up that high.
Ray Charles says, what does it sound like?
I have nothing bad to say about Tom Morello, other than the fact that it looks silly the way he holds a guitar. But I think there's a lot of people in your generation of music that do that.
Well, they did it back in the 70s, too. Steve Howe
Yeah.
holds his guitar up real high.
Well, see,
does Richie
in the
Blackmore. We
80s,
did
they didn't do
research.
that.
I can let him
I agree.
continue.
In the 80s, guitar players didn't do that.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Please continue with the research we've done.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You've done more than I
Oh,
have.
God, I didn't take the notes. We
Okay,
were just going off
So
on a tangent.
if you can name me one hair band from the 80s
Well,
that
there wasn't only hair bands in the 80s, though. Because,
no. But
no,
what I
because
was
Asia was out
I
in
know.
the 80s, and Steve Howe was in Asia, and he held his guitar up real high.
no. I was talking about the music that I listened to and grew up with. There's not one guitar player that held their guitar all the way up here.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jazz guitar players.
He didn't
always
listen to
hold their
jazz.
Guitar. Well, there was jazz in the 80s. Too.
I understand
I'm
where you're
only
coming
talking
from.
about
Well, that's because
Hair
they all
band.
played power chords.
Yeah.
You don't need to hold it up to play
Right.
power chords.
Right.
I'm not disputing this or saying one is wrong. I'm just saying that
Well, what you're
The-
used to seeing
Yeah.
is not what that was.
I know. I'm just saying it
What about
looks
Deep Purple?
kind of strange.
Who's John Petrucci?
Petrucci.
Who's
John
that?
Petrucci. Yeah, he started in the
Sit down,
late
young.
80s to early 90s.
I don't know who that is.
He looks
That's
like
not-
he'd be in a metal band.
Let
He
me see
was.
his
He
picture.
was. He's been in Dream Theater
I
since.
don't know why you're on your
Because
phone.
I'm trying to
Inception
prove your
of
ass wrong.
And yes, he holds his guitar up.
I know,
does
that's why
hold it.
he's the
He
first one that came
plays
up.
with like 10 fingers on one hand.
He looks incredibly scary.
He does hold his guitar high up.
He's very scary looking. Like he would.
That's,
Why does his guitar look so small compared to the rest of
well,
his
he works
body?
out now.
Is he big, dude?
He's like a bodybuilder.
I actually think
very-
it's a small guitar that he's,
He's
playing.
very beefy.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder too. Well, he builds his body. I mean, not a professional bodybuilder.
It's a small guitar.
He's
playing.
into beards too. He's got this big long
I can
beard.
see he's into beards. Dude, no, look at
Are
this
you
is a
listening
second
to me?
guitar, and that's not small either.
It's a small guitar.
I'm gonna go with he just makes it look small.
They're little guitars.
He makes.
And what about
everything.
Steve Vai? He holds it up pretty high sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm talking about the real technical guys.
I
You're
don't
right.
actually know if he does or not. I'd have to.
I could Google it
He's-
right here.
I have some videos of
Cass
Steve
is
Vai.
not
I can
wrong.
watch it. I don't. I'd have to watch some videos of
80s
Steve Vai.
Hair metal.
And yeah,
I
he
thought you were
was
looking
in,
up Steve Vai.
He was in what's his face's band? That's
David
how he got-
David Lee
yeah,
Roth.
David Lee Roth. What was that name of their band? Or was it just a David Lee Roth band?
When he was in that band, I think it was just
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth.
No, I'm gonna go back and say that Steve Vai traditionally holds his guitar up high.
I still don't
It's
understand how
possible.
he
He would
could
have to
take
play the way
Twisted
he does.
Sister
Yeah.
seriously.
He's-
Look at Dee
he's
Snyder.
crazy good.
Like, oh yeah, let me go out and buy that album. He looks like a fucking clown. Sorry,
Why are we talking about? Why
I got
are you
distracted.
Yeah, it was just David Lee Roth.
just dissing Twisted Sister again? I don't know why.
'Cause I don't-
They're a fantastic band.
Really, he's definitely mentally unstable.
Strangelands was a
What?
great movie.
Dee
Dee
Snyder.
Snyder? What
I
the
don't know
heck?
what she's talking about.
Mentally
She's got
unstable.
problems with
No,
Dee Snyder.
absolutely
I don't know
not.
why. Is this going to be?
Nope. I got distracted.
I am well aware of what happened.
How about Eddie Van Halen?
Oh, we're back to it.
Mm.
Let's change the subject.
See, no, but he didn't hold his guitar really high.
It depends on how he was playing too, I think.
Right,
And
and
What
the
outfit
song.
he was wearing.
I think it depended on.
Billy
Just trying to
Sheehan.
show off his-
Billy Sheehan holds his bass up pretty high.
Maybe.
It was a
I'm
whole
looking at
thing.
one right now.
I was just trying to prove you wrong.
I don't know why. I never said anything bad about. I just said it looked.
And I
A
would
little
even
goofy.
go so far as to say Richie Sambora will
Yeah.
also play high as well.
I mean, I disagree with that, but
side.
I
Traditionally not, but he will.
I'm empty.
don't know. Before we take a break, I want to say this. I don't understand why you brought this up because I never said anything bad about those guitar players. I think Tom Morello is a great guitar player. I'm not a huge fan of Rage Against the Machine, but they have some good songs.
Name one.
And now we're taking a break.
Bon Jovi 2024.
And
We're back.
we're back. You want to give us a little
topic?
Sanford and Son before we?
Bum, bum, bum,
Okay, we're back now. And now we're really back. Now that Gina has given us her rendition of Sanford and Son.
Always such a good show.
So I was.
What happened? Sublime's not on.
Oh no.
my
Oh,
God.
no.
Tragic.
And we're not back. I don't know what just happened, but it's back. And I should have let it go.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch TV or you want to do the podcast?
Oh, here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Seriously, David.
Be here now.
That's right.
Be present.
Yeah.
Don't Ram Dass me.
So during the break,
Almost
I was trying to think of some new albums that I just bought. And one of them
When
is
you say new albums, are you talking about like new music or they're new to you?
no, these are new music. The newest one I just bought was a band called Blackstone Cherry. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
I think I might have.
They're like and they're newer. I think they have like 3 or 4 albums out.
What genre of music?
They're like I would say they're like a southern rock band, but it's younger guys. Awesome band.
Really?
So good. Homework for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't heard them either. So
Check out
Black
apparently it's homework for
Cherry.
me too.
Blackstone Cherry.
Blackstone
They're
Cherry,
really good.
Southern rock. Like
Well, I
Leonard
don't know.
Skinner and Southern rock, or
I don't know if I
Well,
Allman
hard to-
Brothers
Southern rock.
Southern rock. Because I could
it's
dig
hard
some
to say
Allman
because they're a
Brothers.
newer band, so they're I don't know what they would be considered. I don't know that there's any. I mean, unless you're talking about older bands like Leonard Skinner, I don't know that there's any
Well, they're
southern
from-
rock bands anymore. But
They're from Kentucky, so.
Yeah.
And they're like American rock band, so they're like a
There you
southern
go.
rock.
Blackstone Cherry.
they're really good. You'd like them.
Well, I'll do homework. I will.
I think you would like them.
I'll let you know.
Why does that name sound so familiar? Is there another band that is
what I thought it sounded
similarly named?
Buck Cherry.
Oh, Buck
yeah,
Cherry.
there's Buck
Okay.
Cherry. So,
And they sing a song about getting stoned.
Buck Cherry. I'm not a huge. I never really got into them, but I did see them once, and they were really good.
I can imagine that they're pretty good.
So good. But
Got
I
into them
still,
for a
even
hot
after
minute.
I saw them, I still never really got into them too much. But
Are they
They
the
were
ones
really
that
good
sang
live.
that Crazy Bitch song?
yeah, they did. And that,
That was a quick yeah.
Well, that's a
Well-
staple at all the bars when I was
yeah.
Younger.
younger, yeah.
So that
Crazy
Buck
Bitch.
Cherry's actually been around for a really long time.
Yep.
And that song came out in the '90s when I was still DJing, and
They sang the cocaine song too, didn't they?
I used to play.
The cocaine. She loves the cocaine.
I used to play that song all the time, "Crazy Bitch," in bars. Bars love it, just like
Yeah.
KS.
I remember
just
that
said.
always.
Back in the day, bars aren't what they used to be anymore.
Back in the day, if you were DJ at a bar, you had to play things like that and Kid Rock's all Summer Long, I think it's called.
I don't know that song.
Oh, I'm sure
What?
if I heard it, I would, but I probably don't
Probably.
want to hear it.
You're not a fan of Kid Rock?
No.
I'm
I
not
love-
a fan of Kid Rock. I mean,
I love
he was
Kid Rock.
popular when I was in high school for a hot minute. It's when Ball with the Ball, the Ball, the Ball, that shit
Yeah,
came out.
Ball
And
with the
then
Ball.
I did
Yeah.
like that one song he did with Sheryl Crow. I mean, I love Sheryl Crow.
The Picture.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Me too.
I do
love-
like that song.
I love Kid Rock. I have all his albums.
Actually, I think I get a little passionate when I sing that song.
Me
Mostly
too.
Sheryl Crow's part. Though.
You want a belt
No,
song?
absolutely
1000%.
not.
Alright.
What's that?
Yes, 1000%.
Yeah.
Let's have a karaoke session.
Oh
right
wait,
now.
no. No. That's
Oh,
only
I
in my
will
car.
sing it
Okay, let's
to the
take
top.
it easy.
My daughter
Love
tells
that
me all the
song.
time to stop singing.
That's a good song. But Blackstone Cherry, check them out. They're awesome band.
I will. What else? You got some other new music for us?
Well, anything else that I just recently bought, you're never
You don't
So,
know that.
one of the other albums I bought was by a band called KK's Priest.
I'm already zoning out.
So that's why I didn't bring it up. You asked.
No, go
So
ahead.
KK's Priest is
Judas Priest wannabe?
no
Oh.
one of the original guitar players from Judas Priest.
Okay, that makes
Who's
a little
no
more
longer
sense.
there.
Right?
His name is KK Downing.
Oh, Downing. I thought it was wrong.
You threw me off.
Sorry.
And I couldn't think of his name. His name is KK Downing. So he's no longer in Judas Priest. So he
So
created his own. Well, hold on. He created his own band called
And couldn't
KK's
come up with a unique
Priest.
name, so he calls it KK something Priest.
Well, here's the thing.
He's
the,
trying to make money off the name.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
the guy that is the lead singer is the guy that replaced Rob Halford in Judas Priest for
Who was
like
from a
3
tribute
years.
band.
Let him finish.
Sorry.
He was in Judas Priest for like 3 years
Yep.
when Rob Halford left in the 90s. So he has him. His name is Tim Owens. And I know you have no idea.
Keep going. Why do you stop? I'm
Because you have
pretending to
that
be
look like-
interested.
Well, I can tell you right now, KK's Priest, you would never listen to that. That's like
It's a little judgmental.
really heavy metal.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Almost to
You would
the...
be surprised at some of the stuff. I
But you
listen
don't like
to.
Judas Priest, so it's not much
You don't know
different.
that just because I make fun of them.
I make
Name-
her listen to Judas Priest. She just doesn't realize it.
Name a song from Judas Priest.
Kevin, name a song that I listen
No,
to.
not Kevin. Not the tech guy. You name a song from Judas Priest.
So there's something you should know about me. I don't know song names, but
Oh.
like if I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that song. I love it.
No, I
Ram it down.
It doesn't sound like
That's
anything
one
I'd
of
like.
That's one of my favorites. I always think of Rob Halford when I think of Ram It Down.
There's only I like a lot of music. There's not much I don't like. There's one person in the music industry that I will not really tolerate, even though he's
Please
going
don't
to tell
say
me.
Dee Snider.
No, it's not.
No.
Even though he's going to say that I'm spewing lies, and it's Frank Zappa.
Oh,
I can't. I
Oh.
can't do Zappa. He's too much for me. Too much.
I honestly can't name one song he's ever done. So.
oh my God, Peaches and Maru.
Never.
See what I look like?
Yeah, that was
Where are
quick.
we?
Peaches
In the
and-
alternate universe?
You know, and
Okay. Well, I can tell you.
I mean, that's off of Hot Rats, which is a great
my brother
album.
looks like him.
Terry
I can't.
Bozzio was a drummer. Not on that album, but
Look at how
he was a
passionate.
great
You hear
drummer.
how passionate the KS is?
I know nothing
How about Joe's Garage?
Oh my
about
god, no. No, we're
Frank
done.
Zappa at all. Not a thing.
Yeah.
I know the name.
I mean, we're
I've
probably going to get
probably heard
crucified
some
for
of
that
these.
because there's a
Bobby
lot
Brown.
of Zappa fans.
Well, I mean that's all right. I mean,
A lot of Zappa fans who.
so you said that there's not a lot of bands that you don't like, because that's weird.
I'll
Because
listen
there's
to
a
a
lot
lot.
that I hate.
I know. We're full. There's a lot
like
that I don't
really hate.
talk about because you'd never even give it a chance.
That's not
That's
true.
fair.
No, that's not true.
That's fair.
Most of the things that I hate.
If I started
are
talking
things
about
that-
ska music, and gave you homework to listen to
Yeah.
ska music, there's no way in hell
There's a
he
whole
would do it.
generation of music that he does not listen to that you
Or,
know.
yeah,
Okay, that's taking it.
certain
Oh,
reggae.
okay, bud.
If I took
What
you
did you
deep
say?
into reggae, there's no way.
Ooh, reggae. I'm down.
Ooh.
Ziggy Marley's pretty good.
Ziggy Marley, he could tolerate maybe one
Beach
or two
in Hawaii.
songs, and he would have to be in the right setting,
Yeah.
meaning with a
Oh,
cocktail
on a beach in
on
Hawaii.
the beach.
If you were on a beach in Hawaii, you have to listen to Ziggy Marley.
Yeah.
I mean, he has
Next time I'm
actually because
at
we
a-
were in Maui.
There
Next
you
time
go.
I'm at a beach in Hawaii, I'll listen to Ziggy Marley.
He was forced
not
to
a-
listen.
It's not a music that
Actually,
I have nothing against any
It's
type
just not
of
something
music
that you
that you're
proactively
talking
put on.
about. I just
when
don't.
we were in Maui,
It's
we
not
had
something I listen
an Elvis impersonator.
Nice!
I did have an Elvis impersonator, and I do love Elvis.
Did you critique him?
Actually, I got to be honest with you. I remember him, but I don't remember his performance.
It was
a trip
pretty
to
good.
Hawaii.
He was pretty good.
I think it was at there was like a little outing thing.
It
and
was outside the hotel that we were staying at.
Pretty sure we were drunk.
No,
So
I mean, you might have been, but
I'm pretty sure
I
was.
remember the whole thing.
I do remember there being an Elvis impersonator, but I don't remember
If
if
they
he
were-
was.
I'm pretty sure that was the
Good or
same
not.
night that we had the birds on our
Oh,
shoulders.
God.
And then I got a henna tattoo.
He
For
said,
the
"Oh,
record,
God."
I did not have a bird on my shoulder. There
Oh,
was
I did.
one on my.
I'm sorry. I
think
did.
it was on the
What do you
top
got
of my
against
wrist.
birds?
He does not like birds.
You know I'm like
So-
part bird, right?
The first time that I
That
realized
explains
that
it.
he didn't like birds near him was when we were in Maui and we were on the beach eating lunch, and these birds were like, trying to get little, crumbs
Scraps.
Oh, God.
off of the beach, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God, I
Freaking out.
so want to make
Freaking
sure
out.
that the next time you're on the
And I'm like,
boardwalk,
what
people are
is
putting
wrong
french
with you?
fries all around you.
Maybe he was traumatized by Alfred Hitchcock as a kid.
It's possible. I
Don't like birds.
I don't like
Look at his knees going. He definitely does not like birds.
I don't like any
No.
animals unless it's a dog or a cat. That's
How
it.
are we friends?
No other animals. I hate snakes, any type
Any
of
reptiles
reptile,
of any sort.
any sort. It doesn't matter what kind of reptile it is. No.
That's why he can't live in Florida.
Birds? No. Mice and rats and
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, I have to deal with
Any-
that,
anything else.
which we had.
There's only two
In the
animals
shed.
I like.
Dogs?
Dogs and cat, and they both have to be breathing. If they're
That's
dead,
usually optimal.
if they're dead, I don't do dead animals.
You are correct. Our rabbit died, and he was like, "Oh no,
So
you
not a
need to take
hunter,
care
huh?
of that."
So we had a rabbit when we first got married. The rabbit died. I
Dead
dug
rabbit.
the hole to bury the rabbit, but my
As long as it
wife,
was in a box.
took the rabbit out of his cage, put it in a bag, and brought it out
Was
to
it
the hole.
stiff?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
God,
was
no.
awful.
That's horrible.
So we had, we won rabbits at the Schuylkill County Fair when I was little. We had butterscotch and peanut butter. My uncle built cage, everything for it. He was a handyman, craftsman. And they didn't last long. They
Oh.
froze to death.
Oh,
Well, ours didn't freeze to death, but
He had a
he
t-shirt
didn't
or a
last
heart
that
attack.
long either. He didn't
I
last
mean,
that long, but he didn't freeze.
he
to
was
death.
From what I
11
hear,
months
the
old.
rabbits at the fair, when they would give them away, because that back in the day, that was the thing. Like they were like the goldfish of the Schuylkill
Oh.
County Fair. So they didn't really. They were usually
Goldfish.
diseased. Or...
We've had goldfish from fairs too. Our Jesse used to win them all the time.
Dude, Joey did
lived
too. Have you ever had a
forever.
goldfish commit suicide? Because we have.
I haven't had that.
they've lived forever, and our cats
What?
have killed them.
They don't live forever. Not in our house.
Oh,
So
God.
literally, the goldfish committed suicide. It chose to jump out of the fishbowl onto the table and die. What does that say about our
And our
abilities?
cat
We never had that.
swatting at it in the fishbowl, and it was like, "Oh my God!" and it died.
We did have one that died. Killed by a fear of a cat.
Fear.
But that'll kill you. I mean, you have a cat swat.
We literally watched it swatting at the fish, and then the fish was like, "Oh my God!"
Belly up. In the fish's defense, we had a really big cat. He was not
big.
fat. He
He
wasn't
was
fat.
unusually big.
He was a huge cat.
Orange cat.
People would
Stupid
come-
orange cats.
People would come
Was
over
his
and be
name
like, "Oh my
Garfield?
god, is that a mountain lion?" He was massive,
His name was Sammy, and he was 22 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
but he
He was
wasn't fat.
huge.
He was just massive.
Yeah,
Massive.
he
He had
was
this
just a
huge head on him.
big cat.
Aw.
So, in the fish's defense, I mean, if you saw that, you'd probably have a heart attack too.
That's another band that you probably wouldn't thoroughly
No.
dive into is Fish.
No, I don't like fish.
Yeah,
I've
that's a
actually
shame.
heard some of their stuff and not a fan.
It's a shame.
The songs are too long.
I mean, they are a
Is
jam
there,
band.
like this
So,
goofy.
so you don't
So-
like jam bands. But how do you like the Allman Brothers? Because they're a jam band.
Okay, so here's the thing. I
Hold on.
I'm running out of criteria.
no.
Why do I keep saying
No,
criteria? I'm running
we're-
out of
No, no.
content.
No, I'm going to talk about jam bands, but here's the thing. I hate jam bands. However,
I'm starting to really
Not-
think you're a grumpy old
no.
man.
It's not. I don't hate their music. I hate
How long their songs are?
when they play live. The Allman Brothers and the Leonard Skinner, I love them. I have every album Leonard Skinner
Didn't
has ever
they
put
do a
out.
version of Freebird live that was like way too
They
long?
did. Oh, way too long. Are you kidding me? The version that people love from Leonard Skinner to Freebird is like 15 minutes long.
Yes.
And you
Because
could
So-
cut about 13 minutes of that out.
Well, then you don't.
How do
get
you
the
feel about
guitar
Don McLean's
solos at the
American
end.
Pie?
What about the
The guitar solo goes through the whole thing.
Yeah.
No. I am not a fan of jam bands live. However, when their studio recordings, Leonard Skinner's original version of Freebird is only I think 7 minutes long. It's not 14 minutes long.
It's too short.
I get the impression that KS loves jam bands.
He loves jam bands.
I just love songs
apologize
that are
for
20
offending.
minutes long.
This is a true fact. You should listen to the music he writes.
When I go to a concert and there's even been times where we've seen bands that we love.
Yeah,
even
they leave.
You know,
You leave, don't you?
Walk out.
no,
We
we don't leave.
don't
Even
leave, no. But we
Kiss
take a walk.
has taken their songs and gone too far, because you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, can we end this song and just go
I've
to
never
the
felt
next
that.
one?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
And I can say from being the person on the other side, sometimes when you're
When
in
you're
the
in the
moment,
moment, you're in the
it-
moment.
it's
You
just-
got to feel it.
it's
listen,
a feeling. It's a combination
That's a
of.
lot.
I
I
could
have
see
felt
that.
that way once, and it was during a Family Guy episode. And it was one of those where they're filling it with like the fighting chicken, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this needs to end now."
I mean, that's what made the Grateful Dead
So-
so big back in the day.
The
was
Oh
jam
so
yeah,
bands,
easy.
I'm sure, and I can understand that. If you're
and
the
acid.
musician
Do you know
and you're
the
up on
band
stage
OAR?
and you're playing, I could see how you can get into something, because Leonard Skinner is a huge example, because if
Yeah.
you see them play live, almost every song is drawn out, but you can tell that these dudes love what they're doing. Like they're
Yeah.
going balls out on any instrument that they're playing. And I think that's awesome, except for the fact that for me,
It gets to be a bit much.
this is just me personally. After the first
Take a
like
walk.
10 minutes, it's like,
I have
you
to
got to
pee.
stop. Like,
See,
please,
no,
can we
feel
move
the
on
opposite.
to
I
the
get
next
into
song,
the
please?
moment, and then it's like I
I
just.
No.
Well, I guess
Rick
it
and I are
depends
not
on the
like that.
band, though,
I
too.
do not like
Because if it's a
jam
band that
bands.
I don't like, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna want to take
Yeah.
that walk.
These are bands
Well, yeah,
that I
if it's,
love.
yeah, if it's
I like-
band I don't like, I would be walking around too. But,
Like
There
every
was a
concert
band that I
I've
wasn't
been
that interested in, but
but if it's a
like
band
I've
I
never
like,
gone to
yeah,
see Leonard Skinner, even though I love them, and that's one of the reasons why. Because I don't think I can sit there and be like, because they're going to turn Freebird into 20
3
minutes,
hours.
and they're going to turn what the hell's the other song that they do?
I don't know
Whiskey in
any
a
other
Bottle?
songs.
That smell.
That smell.
That song turns into
Wait, that's Leonard Skinner.
That smell.
Yeah.
Ooh, that smell.
Ooh, that
Yeah,
smell.
definitely
Can't you
that
smell
smell.
that smell?
Do you know the
Yeah.
guitar part?
That's Leonard Skinner.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Listen, even
That's a
Rick
good
will
song.
tell
It
you.
is a
even-
great song. I'm just mad that it's Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, Leonard Skinner has a lot of great songs.
Jimmy's looking at you and just shaking his head right now.
Jimmy Kidd.
You know?
Jimmy Kidd is a great musician, and his pedal steel. If you don't know Jimmy Kidd, you should look him up. What band is he playing with right now?
He's playing with, I think still. I'll flash it up on the screen. The name of
The
him
bald
is-
dude.
No, he's not bald.
The,
He's got
the
hair.
lead singer was bald.
Nah, he's
Who are you
got-
talking about?
he's got hair.
Jimmy Steele is a local musician. He's a
Okay.
pedal steel player.
Gotcha.
Or Jimmy Kidd. I said Jimmy Steele. Jimmy Kidd. And he's
I'm
playing
with
with
you,
a
yeah.
local band. I
they
forget
a
their
jam
name of
band?
it, but they're
Do they drag songs on too long?
no.
I don't think so.
But they do cover a couple Skinner songs.
So the Allman Brothers, the same thing.
Well, they're
I
they're
really
They're a
like.
jam band.
I really like
We
the Allman
loved them.
Brothers. I
Well, we
think they
still do
have. I have a bunch of their albums, and I think they're really, really good. Live, their songs, man, that's just too much.
So do you know the band
drag
OAR?
that shit down too far. No,
Not at all.
who?
OAR. They're known for a song called "Crazy Game of Poker."
No, I've never heard of that.
Disappointing. The homework for
It's
you.
not disappointing. I could name 50 different bands you've never heard of.
Before my time.
No, in your time. Black Stone Cherry is in your time. You've
That's
never
my
heard of it.
homework. I said I would. I'm committed to it. I'm excited for it. Get excited for the homework I gave you. OAR.
That's my homework, OAR? You're going to have to text that to me. I'm never going to remember that.
Yeah, they're a jam band.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Well,
I never really got into them either, though. I'm not a huge
I
fan.
don't. Listen, I'm not-
That was our wedding, not our wedding song, but our wedding party dance was
Yeah.
an OAR
Yeah,
song.
That's because you like that song.
I picked all the music.
Oh, Jimmy plays with Scott Marshall.
Scott Marshall.
Yeah.
Do you know the Scott Marshall band? It's a local band. They're pretty good.
I'll be honest, we don't know any local bands.
Really?
No, not recently. No.
I know local
I mean-
rock stars that live here, but
Yeah.
I don't know any local
We do
bands.
know that.
I
Yeah.
don't know any local bands.
No, it's been a long time since we've actually known any bands locally.
Some of them you used to know probably are still around.
But we don't go out at all, so.
No.
We don't either. I'm pretending.
I mean, you know way more local
well,
bands than
because
do.
we lived next door to him, and he used to come and jam when we
Oh.
lived up in the Poconos.
Gotcha.
He was 2 houses down from us, so
Well, I
every
was in a band
weekend,
with him before that, too, the
he was in
Ozone
Ozone
Riders.
Riders,
Yeah.
and then he wasn't part of Keg.
No.
GS and I don't go out enough to ever find any local bands that we like.
Well, we don't. Maybe. Hold on. We go out a lot, but that's not our scene.
Mm.
Like we go out a lot to go to dinner,
Yeah,
to go to
that's it.
wineries, to go to distilleries. We have a different
Yeah.
thing that we do.
We haven't gone out in a long time. I
To
like
be honest
sleep
with you, if
a lot.
to go out to like a local, like if it was at like a bar or like a restaurant and there was a band playing, I would hate it. It's
Yeah.
way too
Oh,
fucking loud.
you can't hear anything.
When we go out, we want to be able to talk to each other. If we're with other people,
Maybe that's
talk
our
to them.
problem. We don't want to talk to each other. I'm just kidding.
That could be your
I'm just kidding.
problem. That could be your problem.
That was a joke. No, we.
But if it was, if I went to a bar and there was a band there, I think we'd leave. That's way too goddamn
If it was loud, yeah.
we don't
Can't
go
stand
out
that.
that much. We do like to go out to eat. We went out to Grumpy's, and Grumpy's has trivia on Wednesday nights.
Oh
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I've heard about this. You
I
were
know.
supposed to take us, but we haven't gone yet.
Well, we haven't gone back since that night. He works late, and trivia
can
ends
still
at
go.
8.
Interesting.
That means I have to leave the house by myself.
Yeah, you would.
It doesn't happen. Takes a
I
lot
see.
for me to get out of the house. Everything I love is there. My TV, my food, my pajamas.
Yeah.
Wawa
Oh, once the
sells
girls
pizza.
get older, you'll be good.
Why are you
Are there
watching a
commercials
Wawa
on
commercial?
behind us?
There's a Wawa commercial. They sell pizza now. That's
They do
so
sell
gross.
pizza.
Who wants a Wawa pizza?
o'clock.
That's-
Who's on the bass? That
They
doesn't
do
look
sell
like Bud or Eric. Eric. Bud is on the drums. Eric is on the bass. I think I told you Eric earlier, and that was wrong.
He's not gonna play this for you ever again now.
It's the last time I've ever put in Sublime on.
I
Was trying to be a nice guy,
Yeah.
put something on behind
What
you.
happens when you're a nice guy?
So
Do you
other
remember VH1's
people.
Behind the Music?
Listen,
Yeah.
I put
No,
this
we're gonna
on.
go back to VH1's
Hold
Play the
on.
Music.
I put this on just so people watching this episode would think that
It's
I don't
sublime.
just watch.
That's
fucking...
Bradley Noel, the lead singer.
Yeah, let me finish.
Eric's on bass, and
Okay,
Bud is
whatever.
on the drums.
Okay.
After Bradley died, it was Long Beach Short Bus for a little bit, then Long Beach Dub All Stars. Then they stopped playing for a little bit, and then they got Rome, and now it's Sublime with Rome, which is back to the original members except for Bradley. Rest in peace. Jacob
Hey.
Noel, his son, does music. It's not as good, but he tries, and he sounds like him.
I put this on just so people don't think that I constantly sit here and watch Kiss.
But you do.
I don't.
You do.
You're
I
trying not
really-
to
Sometimes Dee
sabotage it.
Snyder
Really don't.
or Motley Crue.
And the fact that you keep watching this.
Makes me happy.
I mean, I love Motley Crue, but not as much as it comes up on this show. I really think you should get into Motley Crue.
I really just
because
want Tommy to comment
just,
something, anything. Oops.
I think you're looking for Vince Neil to send him his.
Ew, no.
We've
No.
done how many shows do we have out now? 6, I think. 4 out of the 6 you've mentioned Vince Neil's sex tape.
Maybe we should mention a certain person to get that message out.
Vince Neil?
No. A certain rock star that we are in common
We're
with.
not mentioning.
Tommy Lee.
No.
Oops.
She's talking about the people that we know.
She's still flabbergasted.
We're not mentioning.
I'm still mad I missed the picture.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I only saw the edited version.
Wow.
Oops.
Oh my god! You can just watch the video.
It's not as fun.
Him and Pam. You see the whole thing.
Nah.
So we need
It's
to
the
get
same
that person
penis.
in this room and do a show.
I'm working on it.
Well, get cracking, man, because that would be a
It's not as easy as you
good
think
freaking
it
time.
is. Wrangling rock stars to your podcast is really hard to do.
It's not that hard.
Oh yes, it is.
Tell 'em
Has that person has our friend person talked to that person?
Yeah, the dude
And what was
is
that
on
person's response?
tour. He's
Oh,
on tour.
okay, he's on tour. Okay.
Tell him we're Joe Rogan.
No.
The biggest podcast in the world.
I think he'd
So we
be a
need to
little
get him off
disappointed.
tour, and he'll come.
I'll shave my
yeah,
head.
that's
and
what
pretend
I,
I'm
that's
Joe.
what
You
we'll
will
tell him.
not.
Come off tour just to do our podcast.
He will, and you know that he will.
That's not how.
That's true.
That's not how it works.
He would love to come here and talk. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
working on it.
I'm just you're downplaying it. I'm
Oh my
telling
God.
you that
Not
he
a
would
mozzarella stick.
have a thrill
Can
of
we
a
move
time
on?
being here.
Can we talk about something else?
Are we at the 2-hour mark yet?
You know, we were talking. This is your fault because you're throwing shit out there. What's the 2-hour mark?
I don't even know. It's 8:50 now.
All right, so we have 10 minutes. Are you good with that? 10 minutes.
Sure.
10
Why are you getting so close to the mic?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, now
Is
you
that
just,
you?
No, yeah, that was her who just
That was
peeked.
pretty good. Wow, you blew my fucking
You're
eardrums out. I mean, I was just gonna do. We
You're in
have
the
10 minutes. That was really loud. You hurt my eardrums. Don't touch the thing. I really think that should be close to the game, but whatever. Makes me
Nope,
crazy.
no, don't touch it.
Don't move it now. It's too late. We're 2 hours into it.
It hasn't been 2 hours, really.
Yes.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
Black cherry soda. What am I listening to?
Oh my god. I'm gonna
Blackstone
text
cherry.
you
Blackstone cherry.
Blackstone.
When you text me that, I'll text you back OAR.
Cherry. Blackstone cherry.
You're going to have to listen to 20-minute song.
We're getting the wrap it up.
Getting the wrap it
I'm
up.
okay with that. 'cause
Getting
I
the
gotta
wrap it up,
pee.
and Sublime's not even done yet. Oh my god, they're
Listen.
still
The
going.
whole
Oh
time.
my god, they're still
He's
going.
a bad fish.
They're still going.
You're not going to get that. Maybe he could caress me down. You won't get that either.
With the mushroom tip going drip,
Oh,
drip, drip.
honey, I'm so proud of you. Although I
didn't
hate
hear it
that
rhyme.
song.
Oh,
It's my
but
least
that's the
favorite Sublime
funniest
song.
line I think that he ever wrote.
Is that a Sublime
It's
lyric?
called Caress Me Down. Yes, it's not my favorite. My
you
favorite is
can-
40 Ounces to Freedom, although Secondhand Smoke was a great album as well.
You can imagine what that's about.
Yeah, whatever. So you may not know this about me, but I am branded with the Sublime 40 Ounce to Freedom sun. So they had an album called 40 Ounce to Freedom, and it has this beautiful sun on it.
You've told me this.
I'm going to say it again.
Man.
Oh, why?
And it's on my entire back. It's awesome.
You know what? He
Because-
does that to me too, and I hate it when he does that.
Because she said you don't know this about me, and I do.
You don't know that.
You've told me at least 4 times about this huge tattoo on your back.
Only one. Oh, you told me this 3 times.
But yet, if I tell him
glad.
something important
Sorry.
10 times, he won't remember that.
Right?
Because
Oh.
sometimes what's important to you is not always.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
And your attention span. Never mind.
Sometimes what's important to you is not always important to me.
I'm going to go with that's all the time.
But the tattoo thing's important because I like tattoos, and you've definitely told me about this.
I thought you were going to say, and you have a lot of them.
No. You've told me about the Sublime tattoo.
I love that tattoo. It's one of my favorites.
Do you want to tell everybody about it again?
No, I'm done.
Wow. Fine.
So we'll conclude the episode, I guess, with
Are we?
I don't know. We have to wrap it up.
Got a name for this episode?
TV shows.
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have to pee.
That's boring, so I think you'll figure it out later. I have no name for the thing
Bullshit
other than
talk? I
what.
don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Today was
In the
just
beginning,
a
Gina
rant.
was.
A flip flop in it.
In the beginning, Gina was calling me a motherfucker,
Wait,
so I thought
Wait,
that
no,
was
no,
the
no,
name
no,
of the
that wasn't
episode.
on there.
no. Gina, what was that theme song again?
Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I think we got the name of the episode. Yep. I like it.
It kills me.
Hashtag.
Anybody that's watching that loves Sanford and Son, there you go. You got
Maybe
the.
next time I can get into the crazy
You've got
content
Jesus.
that I have written down that I
You
just
had
wasn't.
content
I
written
wasn't
down.
feeling it today.
No.
So it was
Yeah.
more about
Well, give us a glimpse of what it could be in the future.
Gavin Rosdale, Gwen Stefani,
Who's
Ooh.
Gavin Rodsdale?
Gavin Rosdale from
Rosdale.
Bush. He was lead singer of Bush.
Oh.
He was married to Gwen Stefani, who left, and then Blake Shelton. All of that. That's all coming up. And since we're talking about type of affairs,
Uh-oh.
the best possible affair of music ever.
Ooh, I think I have
The
Don't.
best
what that might be.
affair?
You're
Of
not allowed
music?
to shoot. No teasers. The best affair in music, in my personal opinion, ever.
Okay,
Alright.
it starts with a P.
So we've got teasers now for the next
Maybe.
episode.
Maybe.
Right.
And in what I consider to be my best affair, the female that had the affair had a total of 11 songs that she influenced in the course of music that are some are pretty big.
Yeah.
She was a
I'm getting
muse.
goosebumps.
I have no idea who we're talking about, but I'm very excited.
Maybe I'll feel it for next time.
Yeah.
To end this episode, I'm going to do a Rick's rant real quick.
Ah.
Really quick.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Why? Oh my God, he's clapping like a seal. I love you.
So here's my rant,
Okay,
Oh boy, here we go.
I have to pee.
and this is going to be really quick.
Please,
Because she has to pee.
I do have to pee.
I will never, ever,
Love a
the
jam
rest
band.
of my life, I will never go into another walk-in medical facility place
Oh.
the rest of my fucking life.
Something tells me
You
we
mean
should
like a
start
walk-in
the
clinic?
episode with this.
Oh,
Like a walk-in clinic?
walk-in
Like,
clinics?
I wanna hear
I
the
am
story.
fucking done.
But I have to pee.
Well, you gotta
I'm
hurry.
done.
Can we pause it?
No.
No, I
We're
really have
done.
to pee.
I will give you the rest of this story the next time.
Oh.
But I'm going to tell you right now, this is my rant. I will never fucking go into another place like that again.
I don't blame you.
It's all my fault.
No, it's not. I
It
highly
is.
doubt that.
I
It's
told them to do it.
They're a complete shit show.
Yes, they
Never
are.
again. The
Did
re-
they make you
I
cough?
will die before I walk into
You'll
another.
go to an
Did they
ER
treat
before
you?
you die,
Yeah.
but thank you.
I would go to an ER before I would ever walk into one of
They
those
treat
places.
you in a way that you shouldn't have been treated.
Did they probe you? Anally?
Did they make you cough?
Did they extract something from you? We're not going to see alien half-breeds running
God,
around
can we
somewhere, are we?
Oh God.
Sorry.
Can't
This is
even
why
do-
we don't let you out much.
Nanny,
I can't even
nanny,
do the
nanny.
closing.
Stop! Oh my god. I have to pee. You're not helping the
I
situation.
can't even do the closing now because he's killing it. That was really funny.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna do the closing.
That's
that was
it?
that
That's
was
all
really
you
funny.
say?
Yeah, I told you.
What the hell? We're not going to remember?
If you
He's
wanna
crying. You
know-
had him crying. Way to go.
That
If you're
was
remembering what they did to you, it's okay,
like
right?
little throw-ins there was
Well,
really
they must
funny,
have done
and I
something
have
pretty
that.
horrible.
They touched me in some ways. And
Truly. Please. Truly.
I literally feel violated.
Oh my god.
By my husband's
You are
questioning?
so
or
dramatic.
by-
No, I'm kidding. Seriously, I'm like literally crying over
I
it.
guess the episode name is Did Rick Get Probed?
There you go. You can name it that. But if you really want to know the rest of the story, I'll tell you
Click the link.
next time. 'Cause-
If you really want to know the rest of the story, click follow.
You know, they
Yeah.
call this a cliffhanger.
yeah,
Click, click, click.
We've got a
Stay
couple.
tuned.
You've got some things
I'm pretty
you're going to talk
excited.
about next time. I've got a probing story we're going to talk about next time.
Bradley's going to be on the TV.
We're never putting Sublime
No,
on
we're
the
never
TV
putting
because
Sublime
you're
on,
too
yeah.
distracted. It's too much. I've had Kiss on this TV how many times? I've never turned around and sat here and just watched it. No, that doesn't happen.
Kiss Bradley.
Okay.
I mean, I kiss Bradley.
This was IHE in the Kiss Room
With Sublime on the TV.
with Sublime on the TV.